Sometimes, in the most stressful and overwhelming moments in my life, I want to relax and take a break. Then I remember, and I want to go back. I traveled to Chiapas to discover an environment full of surprises. I discovered a culture that combines ancient traditions fused with modern culture. Along my trip, I found myself within the perfect place to understand its history, its religions, its traditions. I didn't imagine that something so simple could be so bright. After an amazing tour, I arrived at Puerto Chiapas, in a cruise full of tourists of every country in the world. The first thing I noticed is that I was received and treated as if I was at home, as if I was one of the locals. I still remember the colors, the smiles, and the diversity of the landscape. This was the beginning of a dream. The ancient ruins of Izapa is a place full of mysticism and history, the perfect place to penetrate into Mayan art and culture. As a part of my trip, I was at the Tree of Life, a symbol that in the Mayan world is represented by a ceiba, an extraordinarily tall tree with an abundance of leaf and very strong roots. In Mayan culture, the tree represents the connection between the three kingdoms, the underworld, the earth and heaven. To breathe in that moment was unique. It really was something special. The coffee route was an unforgettable experience. In the flowers tour, all my senses were awakened, and I was in contact with nature like I never had been before. My senses blossomed with every step and in every moment. I visited some fincas with an amazing biodiversity. I witnessed the most beautiful landscape, rich in colors and aromas. And in the coffee plantations, I discovered the magical process behind a tasty cup of coffee, an aroma that I could never have imagined. Tuxtla Chico is one of the most picturesque places in Chiapas, a place where I perceived all of the harmony and warmth of this beautiful state. The historic church of Santa Maria de la Candelaria is one of the most ancient of Soconusco region. And how could I forget the discovery of chocolate? To see the transformation of the cacao grains into chocolate. The smells, the tastes, undoubtedly a moment that I cannot forget. It was in Tapachula where I could really see the cultural diversity. I opened a window to history when I saw a city influenced by the Mayans, Spanish inhabitants, as well as German, Japanese, and French immigrants. A place so diverse that it doesn't compare to anywhere I ever seen. In a rural school near the plantations, I could coexist with the children of the workers. For a moment, I could form part of their learning process. I met the teachers, people committed to social service and education. And the smile of these children, who not only make you smile with them, but also make you think and want to learn more about this amazing culture. The banana plantation was a whole new experience. I met a local cooperative where they all work together for the benefits of its members and the environment that surrounds them. Here, you can feel and breathe in the work and effort of all these workers, and the same happens at the packaging plant. Together with the members of the community, they make of this place a harmonious working space and of equitable distribution for benefits of many. Wow, that was the place. I was astonished by the mangroves, a natural ecosystem with a variety of flora and fauna unique to this region. I crossed the wonderful channels formed by the mangrove and could appreciate the animals inhabiting this place. But it is in the port where everything begins and where everything has to end. Puerto Chiapas was more than a tourist destination. Puerto Chiapas made me discover another part of me. Puerto Chiapas is culture, is happiness, is tranquility, is to stop and contemplate, to know and feel the natural beauties of our state, of our Mexico.